guys, welcome back to our channel. Last time Linda and I shared with you guys just the 3 basic things that you needed to do to start traveling in 2023. Well, I'm back to share a little bit more about one of those things, and that's getting yourself your travel credit card. Now, there's a lot of different options out there. We chose to go with the Capital One Venture X card, but another big thing for us was, of course, budget and finance. We wanted to make sure that we didn't go into debt to travel the way we wanted to travel. So what we did is we treated our credit card like our new debit card. We took all the purchases we were making on bills and our day-to-day purchases, and we redirected it to that one card in order so that we can build miles and enjoy the benefits of it. So we didn't spend the money on it unless we had the money for it beforehand, if that makes sense. Treat it like a debit card. But yeah, we chose the Capital One Venture X card for a number of different reasons. There are a lot of good options out there. When we were looking at different credit cards, we wanted a card that didn't tie us to any particular brand, any particular airline or cruise ship or whatever the need be. We wanted a card that would be able to give us the flexibility to travel on any airline that we want, regardless of who had the cheapest flight, or if we were in a particular budget, or maybe we wanted to splurge a little bit. Whoever had the best rate, we wanted to travel with that particular airline and not necessarily the one that we actually had a card for. So we did a lot of research and kind of boiled this down to the 3 top ones. It was the Chase Sapphire card, the Amex Platinum card, and ultimately what we chose to go with, which was the Capital One Venture card. Now the Chase card and the Amex card, great cards. The Chase card, actually, the annual fee on that one is about $550. And one thing you'll realize with a lot of these travel credit cards is they're all going to have an annual fee. You can't get away from it. There's going to be an annual fee, but a lot of the times the benefits from the actual card outweighs the benefits of, or how much the actual annual fee costs, if that makes sense. So with the Chase card, it was a $550 annual fee, but you got a lot of great benefits like Lyft and DoorDash and things that we necessarily didn't really use. We didn't Lyft a lot or DoorDash a lot, so it really wasn't a benefit that we were going to use, but great card overall. Now the Amex Platinum card, great card. I mean, who doesn't want to be, or who doesn't want access to all the Amex lounges, right? You get access to all the Centurion lounges along with all the other lounges that are out there. Plus you get great benefits like Uber and Walmart Plus, and you get Claire access. A lot of great benefits. Their annual fee is actually $695, but honestly, you get about $1,000 worth of benefits for that $695, so it's great. But again, there was a lot of benefits on that card that we just weren't going to be using. So we decided, okay, which card would actually suit us better? And the Capital One Venture X card suited us the best, but it may not suit you the best. So look at all the different options. But what we loved about the Capital One Venture X card is that, first of all, as you can see here on the screen, you get an introductory 75,000 miles just for opening up the account and spending a certain amount of money within a certain period of time. All travel credit cards normally offer you some sort of a bonus. With Chase, I think it's 60,000 points. With Amex, it's about 80,000 or something to that extent. But with the Capital One, it's 75,000 miles, which equates to about $750 in actual travel credit. You could do the math and figure that out. But we love that part of it. And then also, as you can see here, you're going to get 10,000 anniversary bonus miles for every year that you actually have the card open. So every year on the anniversary that you open the card, Capital One's going to give you a free 10,000 miles or $100 in flight credits. And then you're also going to get $300 annual travel credits to book any travel through Capital One Travel. So overall, if you count the $300 travel credits and the $10,000 miles or the $100 credits, that's basically a $400 credit, and the annual fee on the Capital One card is actually the lowest out of all of them. It's only $395. So how I looked at it is, once we either stayed in a hotel, took a trip, took one plane flight somewhere, somehow used $400 on our card, it basically would balance itself out and pay for itself. So that's what we loved about it, and that was great. But added benefits to that, TSA pre-check fee covered, and that's normally standard with most travel credit cards. You get TSA or global entry covered, which is great. And then a great benefit of the Capital One Venture X card is you get access to Priority Pass and Plaza Premier lounges. Now, if you've never gone to an airport lounge before, you are missing out. I am so spoiled getting to an airport and not having to sit in the busy terminal, fight over where I'm gonna plug my phone in to charge it, and try to figure out where we can get the best seats. Yeah, it's a mess. It's noisy, it's busy, when you can actually go to an airport lounge, where in the airport lounge you get free food, you get free drinks, you get dedicated seats. There's almost always a charging port anywhere within the lounge, and you just get that top of the line service that you wouldn't get if you were just sitting in the airport. With Capital One, they actually have their own lounges. They've only opened one so far, so it's a kind of a drawback from the Amex Platinum card, where there's a bunch of Amex lounges all over. With Capital One, they've only opened one Capital One lounge so far, and that's in Dallas Fort Worth, and they're actually planning 2 more currently in Denver and in Washington DC, and then just recently announced, and I'm excited, they're opening one in Las Vegas, the 4th one, so that's going to be good for us. But basically, you can access these Capital One lounges, and it's you and 2 guests complimentary. Now here's the trick to it. Capital One allows you to add 4 additional authorized users to your card at no charge whatsoever. Chase actually charges you $75 per additional user, and the Amex actually charges you $175 if you wanted to add 3 additional users. Now with Capital One, you can add up to 4, no extra charge, which is great, because here's the trick to it. All of these 4 additional authorized users all get their individual cards with individual numbers. Now each one of these authorized users can also get a Priority Pass account. So for example, if you have a big family like ours, I have a card, Linda has a card. So technically, I can go into the lounge and bring 2 complimentary guests with me. She can also go into the lounge and bring 2 complimentary guests with her. So that adds up to 6 people total that we can take into the lounge for free every single time that we travel. So if that's not a great benefit when you're traveling with a big family, I don't know what else to tell you. To be able to go into an airport lounge with 6 people for free just from having 2 cards. So one thing to remember, when it comes to the 75,000 bonus miles, there's gonna be a spending amount limit that you need to spend within a period of time. Don't miss that. That's like the biggest mistake that a lot of people make when they get this card, is they don't spend the amount needed within the period of time, and you're not going to get that 75,000 miles. So make sure you look at that and look at the terms and conditions, because that's going to be huge. That's $750 to take on your next vacation. I mean, who wouldn't be able to use that, or who wouldn't want to be able to? And it doesn't matter which card you choose to go with. The goal is to take the everyday purchases that you make, turn it into miles, and erase the cost of your next adventure. If you do choose to go with that Capital One Venture X card though, we're going to put our referral link in the description below. Click on our link, apply for the card. So thanks for watching this video on the travel card that we decided to get. If you like this video and you want more like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on the alerts button, do everything, every single button that's below this video. Make sure you press it, and we'll see you on the next adventure.